If anyone tells you Otto Addo hired John Painsmtil, tell the person Fatawu Nabila Abdullahi says that is not accurate. John Painsmtil was never Otto Addo's choice.
Who appointed John Painsmtil and Fatawu Dauda as part of Blasters technical staff? Otto Addo is submitting a report at the command ESCO members no. Na enumu enoko state say we hear additional backroom staff. Na eno na say akwako raise question. Ankofo ebisa say Otto Addo akwako state say dia, then who appointed John Painsmtil and Fatawu Dauda as part of Blasters technical staff no home. Na Fatawu Nabila ababi reveal ensem oni akora or appointed John Painsmtil and Fatawu Dauda. Na according to Fatawu, update na odiba no or say for the Mazues, for the assistant coach Joseph Lawman Morocco ni Bronino for onono any some video analyst be a team ne hono omone de Otto Addo na nkasa na appoint or guarantee interview and or your interview and out of the interview no and our appoint for the two guys John Painsmtil and Fatawu Dauda and the ebusia yenim baby a omufri ebeka ho eti send de ensem no de dodo na eboba Otto Addo ready say adwuma no obeyire ne ho no aye niye na say Blasters assistant coaches Fatawu Dauda goalkeepers trainer and John Painsmtil no who hired them and I say who appointed them yenko tie this latest update Fatawu Nabila e dia babonte na yenche ya adwen or comment section wabisua yenko tie update no.
Since the GFA's meeting on Wednesday, a plethora of reports have emerged that Otto Addo was given the free hand to hire the technical staff of the Black Stars. Hence, in fact, the conversation is centered on John Painsmtil, that he hired John Painsmtil. So let me just narrow it down to John Painsmtil. What people are saying that he hired John Painsmtil and he has no right to say what about John Painsmtil. I don't know whether if he did. No one at the executive council have told me that when he came, he put John Painsmtil on the blast. He put Fatawu Dauda on the blast. Or he put his other assistant, Joseph, on the blast. But I do know, and I do recall, and I do publish that the first choice of Otto Addo as Black Stars assistant coach was Michael Essien. Go on my social media pages, you'll find it many months ago. John Painsmtil was never Otto Addo's choice. The request Otto Addo made was he needed someone he has played with as his assistant. And I recall when I wrote that, I said, Otto Addo's option for assistant coach was Michael Essien. When Essien said he was not interested in the job, boom, they gave it to John Painsmtil. But guess what? When Michael Essien was not available for the Black Stars coaching job, and we've all come to accept that since 2017, the Black Stars always has 2 assistant coaches. Otto Addo he interviewed and hired that coach. We are told is from Barnsley or something, or is it Basel or something like that. Joseph, that's his assistant coach. He interviewed and hired the video analyst. He interviewed and hired the masseurs. Otto Addo did not hire John Painsmtil. Quote me anywhere in the world. If anyone tells you Otto Addo hired John Painsmtil, tell the person Fatawu Nabila Abdullahi says that is not accurate. Because he did not hire John Painsmtil. The FA hired John Painsmtil for him. The FA hired Fatawu Dauda for him. So he can say that these are not my members. The people he hired are Joseph. In fact, he brought 2 video analysts. He interviewed and hired them. Joseph, he interviewed and hired Joseph. So when I see stuff that, Why? He saw that John Painsmtil was not good enough and he went and hired him. I'm confused. Who told you that Otto Addo hired John Painsmtil? Otto Addo did not hire John Painsmtil. The FA hired John Painsmtil for him. The FA hired Fatawu Dauda for him. The rest of the backroom staff, as in his team coordinator, as in his video analyst, as in his masseurs, he hired those people. Again, people have reported many things in the post the GFA ESCO meeting. I had reported long ago when he took responsibility for the impasse he caused in the dressing room. Again, you can go to my Facebook page or my Twitter pages. You will find it. When he was running around, meeting players one after the other and speaking to them to come to the Black Stars and apologizing to them for what happened, I reported them on my social media pages. So I find it a bit weird when someone says that, or when media reports suggest that, oh, Alexander Djiku was supposed to be the Black Stars captain, but Djiku lied to Otto Addo that he had a match on Saturday when his match was on Sunday. Is anyone telling me that the FA themselves do not know when the teams have their matches? I would be shocked. I would be really shocked that if Otto Addo is lied to by any player, if he doesn't know when the players are playing, then how does he monitor them? Again, I want to talk about something brief, and I hope to do this in a minute and 30 seconds, or basically 2 minutes. The consultative meetings, one of the reasons why people were swaying towards the retention of Otto Addo is that we do not have another international window for any new coach to be able to try the players before Ghana's game in the next round of the World Cup qualifiers. That is one. Two, one of the reasons why people were swayed, or those who were consulted were swayed in favor of the retention of Otto Addo, was that we've hired many coaches and they've not been able to bring any positive impact. And this, I think I've mentioned this a couple of times. The FA also decided, that's interesting. I don't know if I should say that, but let me just say it. The FA leadership also decided they are not going to take responsibility. One, they're not going to take responsibility for hiring many coaches. One, they said Kwesi Appiah's contract expired and they didn't want to renew it, so they had to allow him go. They didn't sack him. Two, Isaac Esiama hired CK Akono. CK Akono was not their coach, so when he was not performing, they fired him. They brought Milo. They didn't want to sack Milo. Government sacked Milo. They brought Otto Addo for the World Cup round of qualifiers. They wanted to keep him, but Otto was not interested in staying. Government brought Chris Hughton. And the FA leadership, in fact, one of the leaders of the association had personally told me that when they were in Jubilee House, he categorically told the seat of government that Chris Hughton was a bad coach and was going to disgrace us in Cote d'Ivoire. So when he failed, they sacked him. So the FA alone will not take responsibility for the consistent changes of coaches because it is not something they wanted to do. So now, there's a reason why they are swayed towards retaining Otto Addo, but that has not been categorically agreed. Consultations are still ongoing, including that of politicians, minding the fact that there is an impending election. Minding the fact that there's an impending election, which could have an impact on whatever decision the FA is going to take. But as we speak, they want to keep Otto Addo, because if they fire him now, a new coach would come, would fail, they will sack him again because that coach will not have the opportunity of working with the boys prior to the next round of the World Cup qualifiers in March 2025.
Alright, you be more kwa be e dia ba sports link Ghana so abusuantie ensem no na wonya bia wutie ye no. John Painsmtil and Fatawu Dauda abusia. I don't know whether say here Otto Addo akwa request so here additional backroom staff. Meaning what I say new backroom staff na eba. Ye be you omodi. Anase ye be you omodai. Do you think that you see a fire omo? Because people are saying say omo shede hu omo so mfa so. E don so mo te wasa na ska no mudi. They don't give anything, they don't apply anything. They don't offer anything to Blasters technical team no. Eti die no mo ye ohonom. Abusia eti wote ya na chese ket Okraku GF no ene appointee Fatawu Dauda ene John Painsmtil ene ma Otto Addo. That is why o hwa atem bia omo training session na yi bia no omo te wasa unhu mfaso bia de unhu de omo ye bia. Unhu de omo ye bia. Eye obvious obi ehu. Ti abusia che wadwe o comment section me ene Kobi and I with my friend me Kobi finest.